Hello YouTube, Teen Judgment here. I'm here showing you a Gen X Frog Formula Monarch. I guess that's the same. I just got this new mat. Someone drew on it for me, so I think it's pretty cool to go with my frogs anyway. I guess I'll show you. For the big beaters, I got two lads, Light and Darkness Dragon, negates, gets pluses so much, and then gets that free special summon, so he never really is a neg. And as long as you just control the board with him and don't set anything, once they finally kill it, you can finally grab if they're gonna go to if they're gonna try and finish you off, grab Spirit Reaper, or if not, grab Swap Frog or something, and then send Rototoad into the grave or Treeborn. I don't know, it's really pro. I got Chip Caius, just a nice good 1-for-1, I guess. Well, you summon, tribute your monster, you neg one, hit their monster, you equal, so it's a good 1-for-1, and it's a remove from play, so it's really good against 6 hands with Sheehan. Next is Chip Riza. You need to run this too. You just return top of the deck. It's really good for against 3 throws, and it's good for sending back a turn. And my last Monarch is, high beater, I guess you'd say. It's Mobius, just because you can hit those back throws, and for some reason I draw it at the right time, so I think it's pro. For the lower portion, or my weaker monsters, that's good. I got, I'll show you. I have 3 Swap Frog, if you want to see. Swap Frog with the, I got 3 Swap Frog. 3 Swap. When it summons, you can send Treeborns or Rototodens to the grave, or Rototoden to the grave. Treeborn, comes back, Swap Frog sends, and Rototoden comes back if you're moving to play a Swap Frog. I also, for my Frog engine, I tech 2 dupe, because dupes can search for these swaps, or my trees, or my Rototodens from the grave, or the deck to the hand. But I mean, if it's in the grave, then you want to take Swap Frog, and then you can go special summon on Drop of Water and do big plays. But if it's from the deck, you can go Rototoden if you want, or you can go another or no, you can just go Swap Frog. My bad. That's my Frog engine, I guess. My Gen X engine is 2 Undine and 2 Controller. When you summon Undine, you discard any water, as in Fishboard or Treeborn, really, usually, or Rototoden if you don't have it in there, and you grab Controller to plus. It's just a free plus, basically. You're on Fishboard because you sync up with Treeborn and draw that free card, or you draw the free card by going Formula. And you can discard Controller, so you can discard Controller, so you can bring back. So you think you go neg one, but when you sync up and go Formula, you actually do better because Formula gets you that better card instead of having that shitty ass Controller. And then I run Paying 1 Soldier, I attack 1 because it's pro. It gets pluses, and it fits the water, I guess. 2 Fader, stop OTK, and tribute off the next turn for the Monarch. And then 1 Spirit Reaper. 2 pro. I run 26 monsters. It's a lot, but most of these run it. A lot of people run other stuff too, but 26 monsters. Seems like a lot, but you run through it really fast with Swap Frogs and Undines and the Monarchs and everything. I got, for Magics, 2 Soul Exchange, tribute off the Monarchs, really pro. I got 3 enemy controller. You standby phase, special Treeborn, play this, we'll chain it to the standby phase, hit Treeborn, tribute them, grab their monster, and then tribute that for one of your Monarchs, or bring back the Treeborn after you grab their monster, then tribute both for Light and Darkness. It's really good. It's a free instant Light and Darkness every time, and it's really good. Just really pro. And you can also use it for the defense. I got 2 MST. I don't run this instead of normal. I run these instead of normal extermination because these work for everything. Normal extermination really is only good for Sams. I mean, they're good for everything, but if they're playing GKs and you can't hit that Necro Valley, you're gonna get screwed over because they run 3 to your 2, but it's kind of hard for them to get all 3, even if they have the commandments. It's not that easy to get all of them, and if not, you can kill them fast. But yeah, that's why I tech 2. I tech these 2 instead of normal them. And some staples, I guess, books, stops tuners from syncering, and defensive. Dark Hole, good either 1-for-1 or just a pro plus. A lot of average because I can recycle back my Monarchs and Swap Frogs or whatever I need to. Giant Tunic, go bigger plays. And then Mount 3 of one. Grab their monsters or grab the other ones. I got 12 magics, which equals 38, and then 2 traps. Torrential and Mirror Force. It equals 40. The bigger traps. Not many people even play traps in this. They'll play that other trap where it destroys 2. But I like these guys because, you know, it's like you have nothing. You just let that Torrential and wait for them to summon 2, get 2. Play that and you just +1 off that. You just count your the whole point of this entire deck is it's called counting your pluses. Like when you hit the Monarch, you have to count the plus. And you want to count the pluses because that's how you end up winning the duel if you're counting your pluses right. You can't count your pluses or you're not going to win the duel because you have to know how to count the pluses when you hit or when you get more pluses. Because even if you have a shitty hand, you could still, since you plussed more, they're most likely to have a shitty other card because they haven't plussed as much and you've been making them neg. I have my extra deck. My problem with this extra deck is I don't have scraps. Not scrap. Yeah, scrap. I don't have Scrap Dragon, Gungnir, Mistborn or Trishula. I don't have any of those. I'm trying to get them. That's all I can say. I don't know about Trish, but I'm gonna try and get Mistborn, Gungnir, and Dragon because I mean those are easier to get. But Trish is kind of it's still like the rest, but there's it's a lot pricier. So, but I'll show you what I got. 3 formula synchron. Sync with Treeborn, got that, and then draw a card, and then you can do it to the main phase, so it's pro. For my 5s, 2 Catastor, because you can run into Sheens with that. Cause it's, no, Sheen's dark, my bad. But Catastor's still really pro, and an Android lets you draw, gain life points, and it's 24, so I mean it's still pro, and this is 22. So I mean you can use this to run over the darks, and you can use this to run over everything else that's not dark. For my 6, it's Bionic, Gaia, and Flamevell Hercules. Bionic, is good for like going OTKs if you can. Like if you have enough to finish them. Gaia is good to run over like Startards and stuff, and then Flamevell is good if they're facing this. If I'm facing the same deck, they like to. A lot of these people like to set, and you run over and you just deal more life points because it beats, and it's good. On my 7, I just run 1 Rose. It's pro. You can go into it once in a while, but when you go into it, it's kind of pro. You just play it and then nuke and then do something else. For my 8s, Red Dragon, destroy them all. These can't be targeted by spells and traps, so it's really pro. And Stardust stops destroying, so I mean they're all really good. And then my last 2 are Chimera Tech Fortresses. You can go pluses with these. I mean I might run one of these. I'm gonna run one of these and take out 1 Thought Ruler, and then probably like Gaia or Flamevell, and then put in my Gungnir, Mistworm, and Scrap Dragon. I have an extra deck, side deck, and it's alright. Pooling for the Monarchs, Imperial Iron Wall, if they play, because a lot of people like play deep as your side deck, especially against this deck, and then it's like you get screwed. Skill Drain, this Skill Drain can kill my deck a lot if you don't play it the right way, but if not, sometimes it can actually help. Yeah, you got Treeborns that you can set up the Treeborns in the Fishborg if needed to and not run the formula part. And then, like, if you're facing, like, we won't call it, like, 6 Ams, and you just play this thing, they can't really do anything. And your monster's defense are 2 grand. The only way they can run over that is if they go Grandmaster. So, I mean, Grandmaster's not even that easy. And then you got Monarchs, and then they have, like, Sheehan they can't negate. So it's just really pro. Skill Drain is just really good. Prohibitions, pro card of the side deck format, I guess you would say. Just call whatever you want and help out. One of the Exterminations, hit the back row and remove from play. Like I said, I'd rather run Treeborn, or not Treeborn. I'd rather run MST, but a lot better. I like MSTs more, but these are really good for whenever I'm facing Sams to hit their warnings and stuff. 2 GB Hunter just in case. You never know if you face a GB person. 2 Kinetic Soldier for the Sams, of course, because they're really pro, especially with that. They're just they're really pro with that 38 defense. 1 Puppet Plan I play because Puppet Plan's just a boss card. It's if I play a Puppet Plan, I'll take out like a Flow Exchange for it because I can just drop that when I'm facing Sams or I can just drop that when I'm facing Sams or Gravekeepers. Gale because of halving and attacking and synchroning, and then Morphing Jar for hand advantage. King Judgment, rate, subscribe, comment. Thanks. Peace.